Thank you. This film better be a masterpiece, I'm not joking. Yeah, this film is garbage. I genuinely had decently high hopes for this film. At best, I thought it'd be a solid, inoffensive horror film, chocked full of cameos, crowd-pleasing references, and ultimately a decent adaptation of a video game so many people have enjoyed over the years. And at worst, be a boring, cringy, meandering film with a bloated runtime with no end in sight. And somehow, this film managed to be 10 times worse. The plot essentially revolves around Mike, an estranged security guard looking after his orphan sister Abby. When he mistakes a father picking up his son as a kidnapping, he gets fired from his job, left with no choice but to take up the position as a security guard at Fivenightsatfreddys. From there, he meets Vanessa, the daughter of William Afton, Mike's brother's murderer, and the original killer that brought about the original shutdown of the restaurant when he killed the original victims that now possess the animatronics that haunt the building itself. Mike, realizing that he ain't built for this, now needs to find a way out of the restaurant while slowly trying to unravel the mystery of Five Nights at Freddy's. And honestly, that's all I can tell you about this movie's story, as this film literally makes no sense. Like, I literally watched this film 3 hours ago as of writing this, and even while watching, I genuinely couldn't keep up with the film, as it can't even keep up with itself. There's like 15 side plots happening all at once. All the characters are retarded, the motives make zero sense. But before I get into this film's problems, let's talk about its positives. The film is surprisingly funny. Well, at least the first 15 minutes, all the jokes were landing, the comedic timing was on point, the delivery was all well done, especially the lawyer. Like, honestly, this guy was hilarious. The cameos of Matt, Pat, and Corey were all I really wanted this film to be. Just cameos galore, interspliced with the growing tension of the video games. It's unfortunate there wasn't more of this in the film. This cast is all... I don't know. Aside from Mike and Abby, I genuinely didn't care about the characters. I know nothing about the actress who plays Abby, but honestly, I don't know what I'd say about her character beyond she's a girl that can communicate with the dead children of Freddy's. And her character really doesn't go beyond bratty little sister that refuses to give her older sibling a break. And honestly, she does her job well by just being cute, but whenever she tries to act is when the film makes the smartest decision and cuts to something else. See, we don't bully children on this channel, and I know that child actors are hard to come by. Well, at least the good ones. But holy shit, man. You sure this was the only girl you could find? But again, the film only seems to want her to look cute. So for that, well done. Josh Hutcherson as Mike was a person I was actually excited to see on screen when I found out he was in a film I actually like, so it was cool to see him here. Unfortunately, like the rest of the movie, the first 15 minutes of this film is the only good part, with his acting actually being good. Not that I was expecting it to be bad, but given this film's distributor's track record, I wasn't expecting high quality acting. But he gives quite the enjoyable performance as a troubled, down on his luck man, trying to be a good big brother to his little sister. And seeing that dynamic on screen seriously gave me Lilo and Stitch vibes, and was really the only time I was interested in the film. It's just sad that there wasn't enough of it. Vanessa, Jesus fucking Christ, this bitch is actually fucking retarded. I won't go too deep into it, but Vanessa, whatever place she has in the FNAF lore, I have no clue. But in this film is the daughter of William Afton, the original killer of the children that got the restaurant shut down in the first place. With this information, upon learning that Mike is the new security guard, fails to mention the sentient murderous animatronics that like to kill children, which would be useful since his sister is a child, but literally fails to mention any of this. And later on in the film, Abby is injured after strumming a guitar, tells off Mike for bringing her to Freddy's in the first place, even though before that failed to mention the murderous animatronics or spring-trap locks that are easy to trigger and are literally left out in the open. The only reason why I know this is because she explains it to Mike after he almost injures himself touching one of them. Like, do you want him to die or something? Afton, fucking hell. Again, I know nothing about the lore for this guy, but he's a joke in this film. Like, literally, he turns up just to die. Vanessa starts babbling on about really nothing, but mentions her dad, William Afton, will come and that he'll destroy Mike or something, and is actively trying to kill Abby and stuff her into an animatronic. And again, Vanessa says nothing until the very last second when this nigga walks through the door and starts beating the piss out of Mike. The way he dies makes zero sense as well. It's revealed to the possessed animatronics that William is the guy that murdered them, and as a result, they kill him. But then you're like, wait, you're trying to tell me these kids for what, 10 to 15 years couldn't recognize the nigga that killed them? I'm pretty sure the guy who murdered and subjected you to an eternity of misery as a ghost would be pretty memorable. But fuck it, I guess. Jesus. Things literally don't get explained as they happen, or they do and then go nowhere. There's a side plot where the auntie of both Mike and Abby is trying to get Mike in trouble by using Abby's babysitter to spy and find dirt on him, with the conclusion to the scene being a plan to break into Freddy's, trashing the place and getting Mike fired so he can't support Abby. This scene in itself being 2 out of 3 of the best scenes in the entire movie.
I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT!
And again, why couldn't we get more scenes like this? But regardless, they go to Freddy's, trashing the place and get killed by the animatronics. And that's it. What was the point in this side plot when it goes nowhere? There's hinted to be a potential romance between Mike and the babysitter, with her feeling guilty trying to get Mike fired, and that she genuinely cared for him, and was only doing it because she was forced to take part in it by her brother. But she literally just dies. What was the point in showing her being hesitant to get him fired if it wasn't going to mean anything? There's also a shocking lack of correlation between the film and the games. Where's the skimming through cameras, the shutting of doors as animatronics barrel down the hallways staircase towards your office, them staring blankly at the cameras, the power slowly depleting as the hours passed, creating a consistent source of tension. An escalating pressure that made the first game so scary. I'm not even a fan of the franchise, but even I saw the lack of correlation between the movie and the games. I don't know if this is a case of them just not caring or them just forgetting about the games in order to tell this story, but damn. What a disappointment. This movie would have been better if the film opened up on the 5th night with an injured Mike, bloodied and bruised, showing he's been hurt by something, and as the film progresses, slowly the threat is revealed to us through flashbacks to the previous 4 nights, each night revealing aspects of Freddy's life from the game, with each flashback getting progressively harder to make out every shift. There are these dreams that Mike has in the film where every time he goes into them, whenever he gets injured in real life. It's this, like most things in this film, that goes nowhere. This mechanic would be interesting if as the nights mount up, the injuries he sustains through his dreams weaken him with every shift. Do you know what? I don't know. Just a cool idea. Maybe something to think about for the sequel, if there even is a sequel. Honestly, who cares? I give this shit a 2 out of 10. 1 for Mike and 2 for Abby. That is all. Goodbye. So what were your thoughts on the film?
That it was garbage.
Say
it was funny.
I thought, I don't know, man. Again, no Markiplier.
Yeah, there was
no, who else? No one who's actually pioneered like the FNAF scene. I can't even say that, but like no one's actually like been a part of it.
Markiplier should have been there.
Was included. That's crazy to me.
He should have been there.
Markiplier. I think the Matt Pat one. I don't know if you saw it, but that one was cool. I like that one.
He should have said his line. About game there.
He was. He literally said that, and you didn't hear.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. You. B word. And the film should have been slightly shorter. That was way too long.
Said no.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I can't be a part of this trash. He read the script and he was like, nah, I'm good.
How the hell did they ask Matt Pat, but not Markiplier? Like, maybe he just said no.
Yeah, Marky was like, isn't he doing that Iron Lung film?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's doing that one.
I'm not watching that.
Yeah, but overall, that film was trash.